This is a farmhouse. It's a part of the farmhouse on a 30-acre land. What we have done in that 30-acre farm, which has lots of coconut trees and mango groves. I guess nowadays the landscape has also bloomed a lot. So it is a home away from his home, and he wants to live a little away from the hustle bustle of the whole work what he does. It is more to be a little more relaxed, so it is a peaceful space what he wants to live in. Hi, this is Nilesh. This is Srikanth. We are from 23 Degree Design Shift from Hyderabad. So we are standing now on the project what we have just finished. It's called the Courtyard House. It's a part of the farmhouse on a 30-acre land. The client is a developer to come here, relax and do his farming. So this project is part of his farm where he's going to spend most of his time away from home. The site is a 30-acre farm. This is close by to the airport, Shamshabad. This whole space are the built-up areas. This is the central courtyard which gets light into the whole space. We are standing here at the entry of this block where you enter into the common activity and then you walk through this and go to the courtyard. And we have created water body, so you cross the water body on these stepping stones and enter the main house. All these blocks, the bedroom blocks and the living blocks, are all white blocks which are there. And all the punctures, all the fenestrations, what we have done is all with wood. So there's a company called RitikaaWood who has done all the doors and windows for us. They have also done the roof structure. Working out on the wooden structure where the single material, the main structure is also wood, or the ceiling which happens at the bottom is also wood. These are the 4 blocks. In this, all the 6 bedroom blocks, and left one whole space for the living and the dining area. The living and the dining area, so in the whole design process when we were doing it, it was just a glass box all around. So one bay in these segments we have covered it up with a wall, but to make it not as a solid wall, because that's a connect from outdoor to the indoor, and through the whole composition of this we introduced one circle to get a little more interest into the whole volume, and it also gives a nice good backdrop for the activity what is happening around here. These areas, this block is opening up onto the front, and also it opens up to the rear into the courtyard. So this courtyard is a very important space in this house, because so there's a good connect from outdoor to indoor what we're talking about, one. Second is, it is the central space where everyone from all the bedrooms can spill in and get to the center of this courtyard. And in the evenings, because all the 6 families come together, because it's a weekend home, everyone comes to the center of the house for any event or sitting together or any activity. So this courtyard plays a very important role. Like, that's the reason we have got the Manduva as a character into the space. So the roof structure we have done in such a way that we have fragmented all the 4 roofs so that you get a corners which slopes down. So the courtyard becomes far more open. We have run a veranda which runs all along the space. Now the difference between a regular Manduva house to this particular house is, we try to open up the corners of each of this block deliberately so that there's a good amount of airflow which will happen from all the sides to the center of the courtyard, and it flows through. So every bedroom has 2 sides wall, and the other 2 sides is an L glass doors. Now this glass doors help them look out into the greens, and you can extend out, the bedroom extends out into the veranda with these sliding doors. Every bedroom has this private space where they can step out and the bedroom extends out. which helps all these spaces to extend out. This created 5 courtyards and one single huge big courtyard which comes to the center. The whole structure is an RCC structure, the walls. The roof structure is a wooden roof structure. Whatever the roof, what you're seeing is a complete wooden roof structure. We have only used natural stone Kota as the floor. The Kota floor runs all through the house, and there is one sandstone what we have used which is cladded onto the walls. So it becomes a backdrop for most of the functional activities to it. And we have just did white walls all through to keep it very simple and minimal. So we didn't wanted to add anything more what is there part of the regular home. So other than the functional entities, we have removed all elements from the space. So that is the most simplest space. So there is nothing more added which is not required in the space. So whatever the greens which are there onto the peripheries, we created the central court where the greens were also got into the center. So there is a good connect from indoors to outdoors. When people come from outdoor where they pass through the landscape, they come in and the central courtyard is as green as what it is outside.